Hey up YouTube, this is Tales from the Booter. Back on boys! A little catchphrase that is, I think, at the minute. I've got that from Lord of the Rings, I can't remember which one it is now. It goes, meat's back on the menu boys. I quite like it. Anyway, welcome back. This is Tales from the Booter, as we say. This is kind of today, which is Sunday, and a little bit of last week, which weren't a great deal. Today, fucking hell, excuse my French, more lizards than the Reptile Centre at London Zoo, I tell you, absolutely everywhere. Even the normal lizards were moaning about the other lizards. It was fucking stupid. It was stupidly annoying, to be honest. I don't know what it is. I mean, everyone seems to think there's shit tons of money to be made in old video games and stuff like that. There ain't really, you know. Pennies in the pound, pennies in the pound. I do this because it's my hobby. You know, if I was, which some people are in it to make money, I wouldn't be buying fucking old video games. I wouldn't be scrabbling around like some of these guys. I mean, I got there quite late. I got half an hour late, which is quite late. And a few of the people that I know there was like, oh, there's such and such. They're in the fucking boots they're doing. I said, well, I'm not surprised. Because these were outsiders, if you like. So I'm not surprised, kind of thing. And yeah, it was just not good. It sounds a bit weird because, again, I don't know if some of you guys probably don't frequent the booters all the time, but you do get to see some familiar faces, even the sellers and stuff like that. And not that you form cliques or whatever, but you know, you get to know people, and it's kind of like, it's just, I don't know, certain car boots have a certain way about them. It wasn't the showing video, it might have been Rich King Retro was on about them, or someone was on about some ones up north where it's just like a fucking battlefield. Well, the one I go to, it really isn't like that, and I don't think the people that go there like that kind of either, and these people were a little bit like that, and it kind of, I don't know, I think it left a bad taste in everyone's mouth. And what can you do? What can you do about it? So, yeah, it was a bit brutal. I don't think I missed out too much. I don't know, I'm not going to name names or anything like that, but I know what I missed out on. It ain't that great a big a deal, except for one thing, but I can live with that. I did alright. I mean, some of the bits I wouldn't have had anyway, let's put it that way. And not for the prices that I'm paying, because I don't know if I've spoken about these two guys, the two guys that were like the main lizards, if you like. They're the ones who were getting pissed off. And they said that they overheard these other guys buying the stuff, and it was top end prices. Example being a couple of Pokemon games. I think they were selling for 15 quid, and these people bought them at that price. That's not car boot prices. So whoever was selling them did the research, and fair play to them. You know, they got the money's worth. But yeah, I wouldn't have bought them at that. That's what I'm saying. There's not much I missed out on. I wouldn't have paid them prices. No way. So what did I get? So last week's one, I picked up. Again, like I say, it wasn't a great deal, so I didn't do one last week. So I had these on. Got these for not really bright then. For £2. I think they had them down as £1 each or something. I said, "Oh, you do all three for £2?" She said, "Yeah." I don't know why. I just thought they looked really cool. If anyone's interested in these, I think it's half the set actually. If anyone's interested in these, let me know. I know people like Craig's here again, he likes his figurines and whatever. They look quite cool. I just see the name and I thought that looks quite funky. So these are by Shonen Jump's Shaman King. So again, they're all, yeah, by Mattel. I don't know if there's a year on it. I can't see a year, don't know. This guy, Takaguru. Amidamaru, some sort of samurai dude. So yeah, quite cool. So if anyone's interested, let me know. I'll bring them back. You know, if you go to Blackpool, bring them to Blackpool. So I think it's half the set. Right. No bloody music. Anyway. Next up, for £1. Fucking bargain this is. I think it might be a knockoff, I don't know. I'm not sure. But it works, it's fine. The blue PS3 wireless controller. I've cleaned it up a little bit. But it is in fantastic condition. Now weirdly, there is nothing on the back. Now it might just be because it's all rubbed off, but none of the writing's rubbed off, I don't know. I think it might be a knockoff. But it's a bloody good knockoff if it is, I'll tell you that much. But yeah, £1. So as you know from the previous video, got PS3. Right, and then from, again, this is last week's cabin, that's where that's come from. There's a guy there, missed out again, he turned up a bit late. And all the lizards were there with their phones. On their phones, checking the prices of things. If I was selling stuff, right, and some fucker was doing that in front of me, and they went, how much are these? And I'd go, I would up the price on purpose. I went over and there was some guy had a big pile of games in front of him that he was scanning through, checking all the prices on them. So I went over, see, these two were like to the side, I grabbed them and thought, well actually I want these, I'm going to have them. I said to Dad, how much are they? He said £3 each, so we did 2 for £5. He said yeah. So I've got Ratchet and Clank A Clank in Time, which I actually have got, which is a pisser, and Soul Calibur 4. So yeah, £2.50. I think it's there. I think that's probably what they trade in for at CEX. So they probably sell for about £5 each. So you know, I'm keeping them. Well, Ratchet and Clank I've got, unfortunately. I didn't realise. But yeah, I missed out on like the Lego games and stuff like that. Them's the breaks. I'm trying to stretch my legs out, I've got no space. Oh shit. Do apologise. Right. So this is all now from today. Today was alright. So I got there a little bit late, half an hour late. That's just where it goes. Yeah. You can't be in all places all the time anyway, so fuck it. I eat first. What did I grab first? Oh, yes, that was it. One of the ladies I know, I've mentioned it before, she buys a lot of Lego and stuff. She gave me the heads up, said, oh, some lad over there's just got a bag of PlayStation 2 games out and stuff. I said, oh, no, she said, oh, some lad over there's got PlayStation 2 stuff. I said, oh yeah, I've been around. She said, no, he's just got the bag out. So, obviously what the lizards do is all like hang back on the new people coming in. So this guy's been there a while, wandered over, he's putting all his PS2 stuff out, nothing that I was after. There's some Wii games though. So I went through the Wii games. So how much are these? This is £1 each. £1 each on the Wii games. I think yeah, he might have had some PS3 and he wanted £2 or whatever, which is fine. Nothing now I wanted anyway. So I've grabbed these for £3. So always do £3 on these. I've got 4 games. Oh, I didn't know. You know, I'm not. I don't stand there scanning shit on my phone. I think you should know what you're buying. So Zuzu Pets, which this is worth a great deal. Rabbids in Time, Travelling Time. Yeah. Wally and Call of Duty Black Ops, which turns out is probably worth fucking wind, which is, you know, is worth what I paid for. I don't know if I've got Call of Duty Black Ops. Can't remember. It's not that many fucking things, isn't it? So that was them anyway. They're £3. There was a chap there that I can't. Jesus Christ, he'd been going for a good few years now, and I didn't see him last season, I don't think. And he was there, and I sort of said to him, I said, bloody hell, what's that seen you about? He said, yeah, I think he hadn't been very well and stuff. He didn't look, well, he looked okay, but he looked a lot thinner and stuff. I think he had something like chronic arthritis or something like that. Anyway, he's like a house clearancey type sort of bloke, but he doesn't just dump it all out. Quite selective. Anyway, he had a pile of games, which again I'm guessing the Lizards had missed, that he was, sort of put them out afterwards. So I was chatting to him. So how much are the games anyway? He knows I was into my games. He said that. So, oh yeah, you like your games, don't you? He said yeah. He said £2 each. And to be fair, I sort of said to him, I said, look, a few of the discs. I said I would have had a couple, but a few of the discs ain't in the best nick. He said no. And he made something like, I'll usually clean them or something, whatever. So well, look, £1 each I would have had a couple. He went, well, I'll do them at £1 for you. So I said, because what I used to, I think he was saying like 3 for a £5. I said, well, I'll tell you what, I'll give you £5's worth anyway. So he still got your £5. And he's like, okay. So I've got Simpsons Hit and Run. Again, he's just going to trade it in. Wii Sports Resort. Now, this isn't Wii Sports Resort. It's got Wii Sports in it. So I don't know whether to be a bit cheeky in CEX and just hand it in and see what they do. Raven Rabbids Party Collection. Turns out actually this is the more expensive Rabbids game. Well, at CEX anyway. But I don't think we've got it. I think we've actually got all the Rabbids games. Silent Hill 4 The Room, which is missing the manual. I mean, someone might see that disc. I don't know if you're going to see that. No, you're not going to see it. It's not the best. I say that probably a better chance of these at CEX. And SingStar Queen. Now, yes, it says with the SingStar games late release. I told you, with the Disney one, this is absolutely fucked. But it's worth a couple of quid. It actually is worth a couple of quid because it's Queen, and some people, you know, are into. Some people are into the Queens, into Queen. Oh yeah, I'll do this one next. This was weird because I went past this stall earlier, and the lady had some not very great PS1 games, like Tekken 4 and stuff like that. Got it. Tekken 4, Tekken 3, Tekken 2. Tekken 2, you twat. And there weren't anything great, and a few of them were foreign, like ants and stuff. It was all in like French or something. Because how much are the PS1 games? £3. I was like, oh, okay. I didn't even ask about the other stuff. She had other bits on there. And then towards the end, I went back round again, and I just sort of asked her. I said, "Oh, how much are the games?" And then the price would come out. It's like £1.50 on the, or £1 on the PlayStation, and £2 on 360 and Wii games. So okay, so I basically grabbed the ones I ain't got across 360 and Wii. We should do a £5. You know, it's £1's a pound. I know what you're saying. And she went, no. Oh, okay, so I looked at them again, put them back down. Yeah, the old trick. So I looked at some else she had on there. Went to walk away, and she went, "Oh, he said he'd do a £5, and apparently, I don't know, it was a son or a husband or whatever was in the car." Get you bastards. So for a £5, okay, I'll go for the shittest first. Aliens Colonial Marine, which I know is a bag of crap, but I haven't got it. Extermination Edition, I think they're all the same. I think they're all Extermination Edition anyway. So there's that. There's Duke Nukem Forever, which is such a shame. It's such a shit game. I remember a few people buying the bus version, the statue version, and stuff like that, and went really cheap. And then the surprising one, actually. So this kind of not saved the bacon because it's not going to get sold, but it just means I haven't overspent. Goosebumps Horrorland. I couldn't find it on CEX. I you know, put Goosebumps in, put Horrorland in, can't find it. Had a quick search on Fleabay. It's going for about £10. So, you know, not too bad, not too shabby, as they say. Not too shabby chic. I'll do this one next. Fucking hell. Oh, I'll show you this first. 20p. I've seen this guy sitting there, right, and I've never seen one of these. Someone might correct me. They might say, nah, there's those of them knocking about. Seeing this there, I don't. It wasn't a charity stall, but it said this table's 20p. This 50p or whatever part. He's got 20p stand. It's Baby Mario. How cool is that? You know, the sort of PVC little guy. How cool is he? And he is 2009. I don't know what he's from, where he's from, but I thought he's pretty damn fucking cool, so I grabbed him. Never seen a little Baby Mario before. There you go. Right, this bag here. Was it the guy who I'm guessing there's been wife or partners or whatever. They were nice people, honestly. I had a chat with them. One of the lizards had sort of scurried in and grabbed a box of PS2 titles, which I've seen them. There ain't nothing there that I'd want anyway. So again, I know I didn't miss out on anything. But it was really odd because I asked him if he'd got any games, and he sort of said, "Oh yeah, some in here, but they're buried." Okay. And they said, "Oh, I've got a lot of old PC games," which, you know, depending on the PC game, it can be worth a couple of quid. Or this turns out anyway, weren't worth anything. And he actually said to me, "Oh, come and look in the car." They weren't on his stall; they were in his boot. Left them in his boot, which I thought was a bit odd. And I thought that was it. So walked around, walked past his stall again. I noticed a PS2 controller on there. I thought, oh, you know, DualShock. I thought, you know, I know they trade in and they're always useful to have and stuff like that. So I asked him, I said, "Oh, how much is a PS2 controller?" He went, "Ah, that comes with a PS2. And I was like, okay, because it's in the boot. I was like, okay. He goes, "Oh, I left that there so people would ask." And I was like, yeah, that makes sense. Kind of a bit odd. And then he goes to the car and brings out this fucking hawking thing. And he rabbits on then saying he sold a silver one for 20 quid. So, how about 20 quid? And I went, no. So he got no chance. He was savvy enough, he knew that the lizards were buying it and reselling it. I said, "Look, you know, I'll tell you, I'll be honest with you as well. So I've got PS2, so this one, if, you know, at the right price, I can get a tenner for it, that's it." So we ummed and ahed back and forward, and we ended up on 8 quid. So for 8 quid I got a fat PS2, which you know it's going to go. Got a nice, actually, I think that's an official stand. That's obviously going to be kept. Joystick adapter. There's nothing outstanding in this, guys. You've seen a fat PS2 all day long, you know. Fucking hell. But what it did come with is where's his all? So we had the DualShock on top, but it did come with another 2. Oh, and a memory card. So 3 DualShocks. Wow, actually I didn't notice that. 64 meg card, which is obviously an official. But these controllers I mentioned before, they sort of trade in at CEX for 6 quid. So there's 18 quid there, 10 on the Xbox, 28 quid. I paid £8, you know. It's not bad. Could be better, but could be worse. That's all a load of shit. So that was that anyway. Like I said, I didn't miss out on any of the games. I'm not paying 20 quid for a PS2. Actually, got 3 more lots left. I'll show you these first. This guy was actually, I was surprised. I thought he'd sold them all. Now he may have sold one, but the way he bought these out afterwards, I don't think he did. He was setting all up, and he had like old PC components and stuff like that. And I just sort of happened to ask him, "Like, got any video games in there?" He said, "Oh, got some PS3s, but they're obviously at the back or whatever." I said, "Oh, that's okay." So don't worry. I said, "Do you know what they are?" And he did mention FIFA, and I went, "Oh," I said, "I'm not interested in the sports ones." "Don't worry." So look, I might swing by later on. So I went past his stall again, and he had everything out, and there was no games or anything. And he literally went, he seen me come in, he went into his car and then pulled out these games. So I would have thought if he'd sold anything more, they all would have been out, if that makes sense. He wouldn't have just kept these in there. And I sort of said to him, what are you asking? He went, "Oh, just give us a tenner for the lot." This turned out a great little buy, actually. So for a tenner, I've got me Batman Arkham Asylum, Midnight Club Los Angeles, Mafia 2, Batman Arkham City, and Just Cause 2. So yeah, a little bit of a PS3 kick. Not, you know, not massive. I'm not going nuts or anything like that, but £2 each. You know, again, you know, we all do it. I had a quick scan. I didn't go on eBay. Just quickly went on CEX just to sort of see what the sort of value is. Because I'm always paranoid over. I think everyone doesn't want to overpay. Turns out no, done really well on them. So he was a nice guy actually. He may have sold more. I don't know. You can only go by what you know. This was a good little story. So there's a lady. Actually, scrap that. I was walking past the store, and there's certain individuals that are quite loud. Not like fucking gobby, but they're quite loud and they're quite funny. You know, they'll interact with people at the stall next door to them and stuff like that. You know the kind of people I'm talking about. And this particular lady and a mate would like that. Full of, you know, full of the joys of life, if you like. Always having it up for the crack. So I walked past the store, and it's just because they were just so funny, kind of thing. And I looked on the table, and I seen 2 cartridges, and I was like, so straight over, grabbed them. So you know, tried to get her attention while she was yakking and laughing and whatever. And she weren't daft either. She weren't going to give me for fucking peanuts. I think she said £4, and I got it down to £3.50. So for £3.50. So on top I seen that Street Fighter, but underneath it was Mario Kart. So the fucking lizard little bastards have fucking missed that one, didn't you, cunts? That felt good. So I grabbed these off and I was chatting to her, sort of, you know, have a bit of banter as you do. And I sort of just said to her, I said, "Oh, you ain't got any more," because we were chatting, and she sort of said, "Our store's like it's like a bomb." I said, "Yes, it's like a bloody rummage sale," because, you know, us of a certain age would know what rummage sales is. And the mate went, "Yeah, that's what they used to call them, didn't they?" And we had a little bit of a chat about that and laughed about it. And I just said to her, "Well, look, if you find anything more old games, give me, you know, just put them to one side." I said, "I'll whiz by again later on." And true to her word, bless her, went past, and she went, "Oh, I know I had some more." So she went over and in a car, and she handed me these 2. So we had a little bit of banter about, I wanted to pay about £5. I offered her a £5. She went no. Then she said a tenner, blah blah. I think we got down to about £8, which is more than I wanted to. I'm trying to get out of this fucking market. You know what it is? I'll show you the next job lot will prove this as well. If ever you want to collect something, stop collecting it. You'll be tripping over it all, right? So she went to a car and pulled out a Game Boy fucking atomic purple with Tetris. Yo! It's got the back on it though. So a Game Boy Colour, a fucking indigo Game Boy Advance with the back on it, and I thought, "Oh, come and have a good game in it. Come and have a good game in it." No, Tony Hawk's. Fuck's sake. But anyway, this has got, the screen ain't the best. It's got like a weird, I don't know if I can get that off. I don't know where that's, it doesn't look like it's on the front. You don't better see it. There you go, because you see it just there, look. It doesn't look like a scratch, but I could be wrong. So, £8. I'm pretty sure the clear atomics, I think they're not bad then. No, that'll do alright. I'm trying to sell on the Game Boy store. That, you know, that's going to be the main sort of fundage, if you like, for Blackpool. So then I get added to the pile. But bless her, it's what I said to you. I said to you before. It's nice to be nice. You know, if I was like one of these ignorant twats, lizard bastards, give me, I want to pay 50p on them SNES games. She wouldn't give me a fucking time of day, and she sure as hell as fucking would have kept them Game Boy, the Game Boys to one side. And to finish off, my old mate Clive, mentioned him before, he does all his house clearances and stuff like that. It's a crapshoot. It's a crapshoot with Clive, and he makes no bones about it. Sold a C, not test anything, that's it. Take it or not, off you go. So I'd seen him about. I said, "Oh, you standing today, Clive?" He said, "Yeah." He goes, "I've got a game. What's it for you?" I said, "Oh yeah, I'll pop over then." So he sort of started unloading, and he hands me a shitty fucking garish gold bag. I looked inside and it had one of these fucking you know the sort of charger ones that fit in there. No fucking cover on it, so you can see it's a lime green Game Boy colour. And it had all like the bullshit Chinese fucking charger things and that. Did have like a nice Game Boy Link. WrestleMania 2000. Obviously, you know, it's got a few dinks. I've not even, I haven't even looked at this. If they're clean off, it might just be scuffs. Don't know. It's not in bad nick. It's not the best. I said, "How much you want?" He went, "tenner." No, I said, "How much you want?" He went, "What you offering?" And he's a bit savvy, he's Clive. I said, "Oh, 5." And he went, "Come on, man." He went, "10." I went, "Done." He went, "Look," he said, "It says, you offer me a good price, I'll do you more deals." Which is true, I can sort of see it, but you got to trance your arm. In the back. Ta-da! I never owned Pokemon Gold. So, it's legit, it's got all the digits. I don't know if it saves, I don't know, I haven't checked yet. Can you see that? Yeah, you can see that there. So, if it saves, what's that? 15, 17 odd pound game, I don't know, something like that. The Game Boy, this is the thing, it's all the bezel, it's not the screen that's scratched, it's always the bezel. So I grabbed that off him, went on my merry way and said, "Oh, is there anything else in there?" He goes, "I don't know, pop back later." So I did a lap or two, whatever, pop back. There's much doing, said, "Nah." And he has like these, like, sort of hampers, if you like, he's got big bastard fucking van. Just got to put this box down. You know, that's all electricals that is close. I look in there and I could sort of see this fucking orange thing poking. I thought, I don't know what that is. So I picked it up, turned over, I was like, "Oh, you bastard." So it was a Game Boy. It was smashed in, no bezel, smashed in screen. I was like, fucking hell. It's got the back, which is quite cool. And the batteries had just started to go, so I knocked them straight out. It's not too bad, I could clean them, the contacts up. But I just sort of said, "Oh look, you did have another one." He was like, "Look, you know." I said, "Yeah." So the screen's had it, bezel's gone. He went, "Oh, give us 2 quid." I was like, "So that's had it, Clive." He went, you can fix it, you can fix anything." But then underneath that, I found this. So, "Well, what do you want for that then?" He went, "Tenner." He goes, "Tell you what, I'll do you 10 for both." And I thought, I'll probably chance it. So I picked up another PSP. I did manage to grab a charger from another store for 50p or £1, I can't remember. I'll show you, it fires up fine. It doesn't read any discs, that's all. So this is prime fodder, I'm guessing, if someone wants to mod them. If it's a 1003. I mean, all the buttons seem to work. I didn't really do a great deal with the ones I had, to be honest. But yeah, it doesn't read any discs. Obviously the drives had it. But looking online again, if I wanted to, I get 15 quid out of that all day long. That's useful. Again, I'll try to get out of the fucking Game Boy market. But it might be useful for spares or repairs. I may even have some internals, like a decent internal or something that's busted from another one. I don't know. But that's it. We're up to date with fucking everything else. That's it. Job done. Hope you enjoyed it. Catch you in a bit, YouTube. Bye bye.